All right, Gemini. Had to move into a different room of my family's house because my uncle decided to start mowing the lawn, and I get overstimulated and distracted by loud noises. So we're in my cousin's room right now. Forgive whatever's happening behind me. Welcome to your Cancer season reading, Gemini. Okay, we are looking into what this Cancer season is, what area of our life is being called to transform during this time. So, we're starting with the summer solstice, which kicks off Cancer season. So, I was outside. I've been getting sun. I've been going to the pool. I've been trying to tan. I've been trying to be outside more this summer instead of getting caught inside, so this is Jesus. This is just whatever it is right now. None of this is working. This isn't exactly how I planned for things to go. And maybe that's the theme for you. Maybe things are happening in a way that you didn't necessarily plan for. While it was Gemini season, I took a huge break off of social media. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know what's going on in general. I'm taking a lot of time to just cook, clean, take care of my health, take care of myself, do the things that I need to do to get myself back on track. So that could be the song Lower Expectations is playing for some reason. But anyway, do with that what you will. What area of life is being called to be transformed for Gemini during Cancer season? Lord knows. Okay. What area of Gemini's life is being called to be transformed during Cancer season? Oh, let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see if there's any other. We have 2 cards, and I feel like we might need one more. Any other final messages for areas of life for Gemini that are being transformed during Cancer season? What is being called to be transformed? All right, we got one last card. Oh, look, the world is your oyster. Okay, let's start with, first we pulled 7 of Cups. So Cups energy, this lighting is really pissing me off because I was out in the sun getting a glow. We were cute, we were outside, and now we're back inside. Rolling with the punches, learning to adapt, maybe lower expectations in some things because things are not always what they seem. Okay, 7 of Cups energy is showing all of these options being presented to you on a silver platter, but if you look, some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are whatever. So 7 of Cups for me, 333 on the clock, is things are not always what they seem. So to be mindful, because 7 is usually a number of it's still moving on positively from like change and transformation. But I feel like 7 really asks us to look at the illusions, look at the things that, are being presented to us, you know, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, really taking time to reevaluate and see if things match up, you know. Is there an illusion? Is there something that we're not seeing clearly? Is it just wishful thinking? Like here, literally, 7 of Cups is things are not always what they seem. Because yeah, you can get, 7 cups on your platter, but if you look closely, not all of them are good. So while you have options, some are better than others. So is there a way for you to take things into consideration and to look at things from a different perspective to make sure you're gaining the clarity and seeing things for what they are? King of Wands energy is feeling like, King of Wands is fire energy. So it can be an aspect of yourself, or it can be an aspect of somebody who's more King of Wands energy, like in your life. So a male fire sign that's usually older, or again, it could be an aspect of yourself. So in the reverse position, I feel like this person is not really tapping into their creativity, into their sense of self, not really being confident in what it is that they're offering. Because if he's in the upright position, he's sitting, you know, empowered. He's kind of relaxed. He doesn't really care. Like there are things crawling on him and he's just chill, but he's very confident, he's very assured, like he's very himself, and he's comfortable being himself, right, in his stone chair. And then you have like this green beetle here that's like opening up, so it's like he's showing most of who he is and what he is, and he's comfortable with that because he's sitting so lax, like he's very, very nonchalant, but like confident, you know. But if you're in the reverse position, I feel like there are parts of yourself that you're probably hiding. There are aspects of yourself that you're probably not in touch with. So could you be more confident? Could you be more confident? Could you be more yourself? Could you showcase more of who you are? Is there a way for you to step more into your authenticity and to really value yourself for what it is that you have to offer? You know, like, because he's in yellow and orange. That is sacral and solar plexus. That is confidence. That is joy. That's positivity. That is what lights you up, what brings you joy. That's your creativity, your sensuality. And this green right here is, you know, heart chakra based energy. So are you centered in yourself? Are you centered in your heart? Are you centered overall, you know? Or are you misrepresenting yourself because you're not feeling any of those things right now? So is there a way that you could tap back into those aspects of yourself and you feeling that way? Lastly, we have the world. So the world is your oyster. The world, it feels like, you know, the world's on your shoulders, but at the same time, you know, he's holding up, he's building this foundation. There's the stability, the security here that's allowing the other parts of you to kind of build up, you know, building yourself up so that you can reach your goals. Because the world card is fulfillment. It is a wish come true, a dream come true. It is something being offered to you that is things coming full circle, essentially, right? And 21 is a 3 in numerology. So that is compassion, that is support, that is unity, that is community, that is support from the divine, from the universe, from your spirit team, showing you that the world is your oyster and you can have the things that you want. But I feel like you really have to be real with yourself and presenting who it is that you are and what it is you have to offer, and not just going after things because they look shiny and new, but because you're taking into consideration like what is actually meaningful for you, what actually makes a difference, what do you actually care about, what does Gemini want, you know? I'm just having all these thoughts right now. I don't know. I just feel like, are there parts of yourself that you're hiding that maybe in your mind they're also not what they seem, right? But you're also not seeing things really for what they are. So are there parts of yourself that you're hiding because you're afraid? You're afraid of judgment. You're afraid of insecurity. You're, I don't know, not feeling confident for whatever reason, or not thinking that you actually are who you say you are, which is this King of Wands energy, who is somebody who is confident, secure. The word lackadaisical keeps coming into mind, so look up whatever the fuck that means. Obviously, I don't think in this sense it's necessarily like a positive aspect. It could be kind of like a flaw maybe. So maybe there's a part of you that's just like way too lax that you could step into. Like, what is that lax? What is it hiding Is there something that you're insecure about, which is why you're portraying yourself to be a certain type of way when in actuality it is something that you care about? Okay, which means the world to you. Step into that power. You're allowed to. And now's the time. 10:10 on the clock, bitch. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have, folks. I love you. Good luck. Let me know how it goes.